What to expect from a top MBA program and whether it is all worth it. Frankly, when I was going for my MBA, I did not have much idea of what I'm going to get into. I knew that I would learn a lot of business management. I would study alongside students from all over, and that was all great. But that's it. I did not have much idea about how the education would be imparted, what all opportunities will I have, and stuff like that. And therefore, here is an attempt to help you understand what to expect from a top MBA program. We would be covering structure of an MBA, 2-year MBA as well as 1-year MBA, key takeaways from an MBA, how the education is imparted in a top MBA program, opportunities in a top MBA program, and then you decide whether it is all worth it. Structure of an MBA program, 2-year MBA and 1-year MBA. Practically the duration of a 2-year MBA is between 16 and 21 months. For 1-year MBA, the duration is between 10 and 12 months. A 2-year MBA typically has 4 semesters, whereas a 1-year MBA generally has terms between 2 and 10. The 2-year MBA has 2 semesters of general management followed by an internship and then 2 semesters of elective courses. The idea is that in these 2 semesters of general management, one gets a strong overview of all facets of business management, namely operations, finance, marketing, accounting, strategy, information systems, human resources or organizational behavior. And accordingly, one gets to decide here that which exact discipline is one practically interested in, and then a candidate can accordingly intern in a relevant role, and then in the last 2 semesters, an individual delves deeper into courses of one's academic and career interest, and thereby one generally gets to concentrate in 1 or 2 disciplines by the end of a 2-year MBA. In a 1-year MBA, the first 30 to 50% of the program is general management. There is no internship, and the other 50 to 70% program is about elective courses. Here also, one generally gets to concentrate in 1 or 2 disciplines. A 2-year MBA is generally suitable for candidates with 2 to 6 years of experience. Average experience in these programs is generally 4 to 5 years, whereas a 1-year MBA is generally suitable for candidates with higher years of experience, 4 to 9, and the average experience in these programs is generally 6 to 7 years. ISB is an exception here. Although it's a 1-year MBA program, the class looks quite similar to a US 2-year MBA program class, and the average experience at ISB is around 4.5 to 5 years. A 2-year MBA is suitable for career enhancement as well as career shift, whereas a career shift is generally difficult through a 1-year MBA. For example, if you have been a software developer for 5 years and now you want to become an investment banker, it's going to be difficult through a 1-year MBA. Key takeaways from an MBA. Broadly, the takeaways can be segregated among 4 buckets: academic learning, career enhancement, exposure, and soft skill enhancement. Academically, one gets an overview of all facets of business management, one gets to concentrate in 1 or 2 disciplines, and one gains ability to look at business through 360 degrees. From a career perspective, one meets serious career transition opportunities, internship opportunities, steeper growth curve, some effective career services, and very importantly, MBA gives you a platform to interact with your potential recruiters. Exposure-wise, a top MBA gives you very serious cross-cultural experience. You can gain a global perspective, you gain access to a vast alumni base, and you undergo some versatile peer learning as you get to study alongside individuals with all possible professional and cultural backgrounds. And then an MBA helps you enhance your communication, interpersonal, and presentation skills. You undergo rich cross-cultural exposure, and therefore if you use the ecosystem well, by the end of your MBA you can learn to appreciate the sensitivities and sensibilities of individuals from different cultural, socio-economic, and geographical backgrounds. Soft skill enhancement is something which is often undermined by candidates in their assessment of the value of an MBA, whereas practically the ability to communicate, conduct, and forge relationships better is a great skill that helps you not only professionally but also in other spheres of life. A note on how the education is imparted. There are 4 main dimensions: theory, case studies, team projects, and simulation. Theory-wise, there are lectures, there are assignments, there are exams that you need to pass. Case studies present real business scenarios and problems. Before a lecture, you need to study the case properly, have your own solution to the problem presented in the case, and the case is discussed in the class. The professor acts as a facilitator, and through these rich discussions, the academic concepts concept is conveyed in the class. Coming to team projects, a class is divided into groups of 6 to 12, as most courses have a team project going all along a semester or term, and at the end of the term there is a deliverable for the group, generally a report coupled with a team presentation to your class. Simulations are softwares that present business-like scenarios, and your decisions on the software decide the outcome. For example, the situation may be that an FMCG company is launching a new product and you need to take decisions around what should be the price at which the product should be launched, what should be the size of the marketing team, what should be the marketing budget, how it should be utilized, etc. This is a lot of fun. So overall, any course or elective that you take would have multiple of these dimensions involved. The theory bit would always be there, the case studies would almost always be there, the team projects would also be there most of the times, and sometimes there would be a simulation attached. And your learning as well as performance on a course during a semester would be a function of how you perform on the combination of these 3 or 4 dimensions of knowledge dissemination. Modern B schools lay serious emphasis on and take great pride in the case method for knowledge dissemination, experiential learning, and peer learning. So expect more and more of these and lesser of the conventional chalk and board method. Opportunities in a top MBA program. These can broadly be classified among 6 buckets: career services, networking, co-curriculars, finding a mentor, starting a new business, and centers of excellence. Career services. Remember, all good B schools have a career services department where the professionals are seasoned professionals who help you in identifying your career choices and creating a plan for meeting the same. They help you with the placement support. Networking. A B school provides you a strong peer group. It gives you access to a vast alumni base and conducts networking events which are attended by diverse professionals, sometimes very senior professionals as well. You can use the opportunity to create a strong network for yourself. Coming to co-curriculars, remember, student life is one of the key attractions of a good MBA program. The campus is full of rich resources. There are student clubs not only for coming together for professional interests but also for pursuing hobbies and recreational activities. There are ample opportunities to pursue sports, performing arts, or social work. And then students come together and participate in inter-B school competitions. Remember, good B schools have a very high faculty to student ratio, sometimes as low as 1 faculty for every 6 students. There are ample in-person sessions, guest lectures. Overall, a great opportunity to learn directly from the experiences of a very senior and learned faculty member, and maybe you can find a mentor for a lifetime. Starting a new business. Your peer group is going to be rich and versatile in talent. You can build a team for starting a new business. You can take some entrepreneurship electives, create an effective business plan, present the plan to some investors, and some B schools even have an incubation center for nurturing startups started by students alongside MBA. These centers continue to provide support even after your MBA is over. And then centers of excellence. One such center focuses on one discipline at a time and provides excellent opportunity for delving deeper into a discipline. For example, some B schools have a student managed portfolio of stocks, something of great interest for somebody wanting to pursue a career in trading or investments. So finally, is it all worth it? Remember, an MBA is going to give you a lot of academic learning, career enhancement opportunities, exposure, and soft skill enhancement. Ask yourself whether you are at a stage in your career where these are important or needed. If you ask me whether a top MBA is worth it, I would say yes. However, it is for you to decide. Do you need it? Are you ready for it? Is it too early for you or too late for you? Run your numbers, do your financial planning, look at your opportunity cost of being away from working for 1 or 2 years. Do have a budget for your management education, look at the ROI, but remember that money is just one of the factors. You must think long term. The very idea of going back to school, coming out as a better version of yourself while having the opportunity of undergoing career enhancement or career shift is generally a very exciting proposition, but please take your call. On that note, I would end this video. Thanks for watching.